Hello, my lovelies. We are cooking today. Good morning. So, yeah, I like to experiment in the kitchen, as we all know. And oh, by the way, I am Chef C. This is the C spot. Um, yeah, random thought. So, um, we all know I like to cook. So I made this sauce. Um, I cooked down some apples. I was making an apple filling because I was making some apple hand pies, turnovers, mini pies, whatever you want to call them. And my filling went over, overcooked. So it turned into apple butter. And I thought, what am I gonna do with this apple butter? Because we don't eat toast. So I was like, well, I could put it in stuff like, cookies, breads, pies, something like that. I was like, but nah, let's do something different. I said, apples, pork. I eat applesauce with pork. So I made an apple butter barbecue sauce. What we're gonna do with it? Oh man, I am going to cook some country style pork ribs. We're going to do a rub on these pork ribs. I'm gonna let it marinate for a little bit, and then we're gonna slow bake them in the oven. It's gonna take about 3 hours altogether, but we're going to. Hey, sous chef. We're going to do. We're going to do some slow pork ribs with the apple butter, the apple butter barbecue sauce, and then we're going to do a coleslaw. And yeah, I'm cheating on the coleslaw. I'm not cutting cabbage from scratch. I don't feel like it, but I will chop the cabbage differently because it comes currently shredded. I'm going to dice it into some cubes, and then I'm going to add a jalapeno and my coleslaw mix. We're going to work this thing out. And what we're going to do with it after that, you can either eat it like that, or you can do something special and put it inside of a taco, which is what we're going to do. So, come on and cook with me today. Let's have some fun. All right, let's start with our rub. So, what I'm going to do is I took a fourth cup of brown sugar swerve, and that's what's in here. I've got some of our seasoning spice because more hotter, more better. So it's got some red chili flakes, some cayenne pepper, some salts and pepper, some garlic. We're gonna add a little extra to it because I want it to have a little smoky flavor. So we're gonna add a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of I get my lid back on. A half a teaspoon of allspice and a quarter teaspoon of cloves. We don't want to overspice. Don't want to overspice these because I want that flavor of that barbecue sauce to come through. That barbecue sauce has cumin, allspice, cinnamon, cloves, all in there. All right, and then we're just gonna mix. So this is gonna give you've got your sweet, you've got your savory. So there's our rub. All right. So I've got our country style ribs here, and if you notice, I've got my workspace lined with some plastic wrap because I'm going to wrap these ribs in the plastic wrap and then put them back on this tray and let them marinate for about at least 30 minutes. And yeah, I'm working gloveless. I only have one glove left, one. So we're gonna use it sparingly. All right. All right. So we're gonna pat them dry. We've washed them. Wash them when they come out of pack. Pat them dry. Again, these are country style ribs, so they have the one bone in the back. I like these better because they give you you got some meat on your bones. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's some meat, and I don't have to deal with that cartilage. And yeah, That's the reason why I don't like to eat ribs in a restaurant, because I mean, just no. I'm just okay. It's all right. All right, so I gotta decide which hand I want to glove. We'll glove this one. It's my dominant hand. All right, because, well, you know, then you do something like that. Well, more from you claim. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to put the rub on. We're going to do it on all sides. You know, this glove is going to end up being pointless in a minute, because I'm probably going to end up touching the meat with my hand, because that's what I do. Because I'm special like that. Nothing wrong with rubbing your meat. All right, so now you could I want to use all of it anyway. You could use regular pork ribs with this, and try not to say. Now I know some barbecue purists are gonna at me about, you should have cooked that on the grill, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. It's hot here. I'm in Texas. I don't always want to crank up my grill. And we just got me one of my husband's friends upgraded his smoker, and he donated his old smoker to me. So yeah. And I did some I converted my my Weber grill out there into a smoker. All right, so we're gonna put this on a plastic wrap. And don't worry, don't fret about, you know, not getting it on all sides, because what I'm going to tell you is that all this goodness that's down here, we're going to dump it in. Everybody goes in the pot. You would average about 2 ribs per person. So if you're cooking for a family that likes to eat, there you go, 2 ribs per person. That's going to give everybody, you know, a good sized meal. We sleevers, 1 rib per person. Start out with that. I mean, there's no rule saying you can't come back and get seconds, you know, after you wait your 30, drink some water, wait more 30, and if you're still hungry, you can do that. But don't tempt fate by putting too much in too soon. Yeah, disastrous. Been there, done that. Don't want to do it again. All right, I'm creating some space here. All right, I'm going to come out this glove. And then we're just going to wrap it. This is 2 sheets of plastic wrap that I've overlapped. I'm going to squeeze them together so they get good and tight, because they're going to release some juice while they're marinating. Now, what I would normally do, because this is who I am, now, I used to work at a resort lodge in Idaho. Some of you already know that. And one of the catering chefs that I worked with taught me how to do this. Marinate your meat, wrap it up in plastic, let it sit. And there we are, wrapped it like a package. We're going to put it on my tray. I'm going to put it in the fridge and let it marinate for at least 30 minutes to an hour. If you have time, do it overnight. We're going, 30 minutes to an hour is good though, because that flavor is still going to cook in. So you're good there. Yeah, so the sous chef, he told me this, and all I have to do now is whenever I'm ready to go cook it, we're going to wrap it in some aluminum foil, bake it at 300 degrees for about 2 hours. Yeah, you heard me, 300, low and slow, for 2 hours. Then we're going to unwrap everything, get it all nice and presentable, put our barbecue sauce on it, marinate both sides in our barbecue sauce, marinate. Yeah, that's my word of the day. We're going to spread the marinade. That word loves me today. We're going to spread the barbecue sauce on it for both sides, and then bake it for another hour at 275 so that the juices cook in. It's gonna be so yummy, and it's gonna be fall off the bone. So you've got your meat packaged. Stick it in your pan, put it in your fridge, set your timer for about an hour, or go do something else with your life for an hour, and then we'll come back and we'll cook. All right, we've got our pork out of the fridge. Our oven is preheated to 300 degrees. All right, so you're just gonna take it. You're gonna leave it in the plastic wrap. I've got 2 sheets of aluminum foil. Probably gonna need more than that. Wrap it like your best Christmas present ever. All right, I'm gonna put one more wrap around it. I said I was gonna need more. Nice and sealed. Put it back in our pan. It's gonna go in the oven for 2 hours. Low and slow, 300 degrees, 2 hours. See you back. Guess what? The ribs are almost done. So they're almost done with the baking portion. We're gonna pull them out, open them up, sauce them, put them back in for another hour. While that is in the oven, let's make our coleslaw. So what I've got here, I've just got some regular bag coleslaw. Can you see me?
Yes.
I got some regular bag coleslaw.
There you go.
I've chopped it up to make it a little bit finer. I got a jalapeno that's in here chopped. And let's make a coleslaw. Now, there's 2 ways you can make a coleslaw. You can buy it at the store. You don't really care who made it.
There's that.
Or the Caritha method is to make your own coleslaw dressing. And that way you put in it what you like. Now see, more hotter, more better over there. That's the reason why I have the jalapeno in there. So I'm going to use some mayonnaise. Got me some Dukes. Only mayonnaise we use in this house. Dukes. Going to do about a tablespoon.
Now this ain't no endorsement for Dukes, but
About a teaspoon of yellow mustard.
for your coleslaw making, don't buy anything else but Dukes for your mayonnaise.
Oh my God, sir. Gonna do half tablespoon of vinegar. You know, I'm special. I'm very unique. You can use apple cider vinegar, sherry vinegar, rice wine vinegar, regular vinegar, Shawshank wine vinegar, whatever vinegar you got. All right, let's add some spice to it. So I got some salt and some pepper. That's just a salt and pepper mix. I've got our seasoning spice. Remember I said I got more hotter, more better over there. So seasoning spice has a little, it's got a little cumin. Got some red pepper, some cayenne pepper, some red chili flakes, onion powder, garlic powder. It has a little salt and pepper in it as well. Now you're saying, well, Chef C, you got a lot of savory going on, but you ain't got no sweet. I got a tablespoon of sugar over here, but we're gonna make this into like a barbecue slaw. So, the apple butter barbecue sauce.
Put that down there, Mama.
I'm sorry, the apple butter barbecue sauce.
That nice job right there. Good tastiness.
About a tablespoon of that. Now, you don't have that type of barbecue sauce. You can use any barbecue sauce. We're gonna taste it for flavor, see if we got a good mix. That makes a lot of that's a lot of dressing mix. I doubt I'll use all that because I don't like it soupy. I don't know who likes soupy slaw, but I'm not the one. You like soupy slaw,
Well,
chef? Really?
I was brought up on a little bit soupy slaw.
All right, you on your own. You remember that I'm the person that likes mayonnaise in stuff, not on stuff. So there's that. So a lot of people will probably disregard me just because of that.
You put sugar on grits too.
Yes, I eat sugar on grits. Leave me alone. All right. Taste for flavor, Shoe Sarah. Thank you. All over my iPad.
That's good.
What's it need?
I think you're fine.
All right, so we're gonna add the slaw dressing to our slaw, and then we're gonna mix. How fast was that, y'all? And a little goes a long way, trust me. So I don't think this is like I used, this bag is 16 ounces. I used 8. And remember, the longer your slaw sits, the more moisture that will come out of the cabbage. So that's why you don't want to have too runny a slaw, because the cabbage is going to release its own moisture because of the salt that you have in your dressing. Remember, one of the keynotes to cooking with seasoning and anything that has salt in it is that it will draw out the moisture in whatever you put it in, even your body. That's why you're always, yeah, never mind. We're not going to go there. Anyway, we're going to do a taste for flavor, see if I need any more salt and pepper. Sous Chef's going to do that for me.
There's a little more salt and pepper.
How did I guess? I know the man. And remember, that's just a salt and pepper mix. All that is just, I just took, it's a 2 to 1. I took 2 to 1. I took 2 tablespoons of salt, 1 tablespoon of pepper, mixed it together, put it in my jar. And there's coleslaw. We're going to cover that, put it in the fridge. And when the ribs come out, coleslaw's already done. It's marinated. Got good flavor. Like my, one of the people I watch on YouTube, Sam the cooking guy. Kudos, Sam. If fat equals flavor, I effing delicious. He even got a t-shirt with it on there. All right, we're going to now we're going to pull out our ribs. Said no one ever. We're going to pull out the ribs. Ribs are out. It's a good thing y'all can't see what I have to look at over here. Sous Chef is having a moment. You know, I didn't add any of the sugar. I pulled out the sugar for the coleslaw, but I didn't even have to add it because the barbecue sauce did it all for me.
Yes.
My asbestos hands are gonna have to take over because this is hot. I don't know what I was thinking. It just came out the oven. I used the last of my gloves earlier, sir. But that's what we have tongs for. Tongs. You knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Look at that. Ribs. They're juicy. They're hot. I'm getting a rib facial right now because it's hot. Yeah, I'll work on that one.
We'll do better tomorrow, y'all.
All right. So now technically, these are done. But they're not C-spot done. So let's make them C-spot done. So what we're going to do now, as I said before, we're going to pull them out. We're going to sauce them up. We're going to pull them out. We're going to sauce them up. You know, I was saying that these pork country style ribs have more meat on them than you get in regular restaurant, the regular rack ribs. I like these better because, you know, who wants to spend all that time holding the bone? I mean, you end up sucking up. I'll work on that one. But you end up eating just bone. Who wants to eat bone? All right, we're not gonna get rid of this juice. This juice is gonna go in here as well. Au jus. Remember I said about fat being flavor? That is the juice off of the ribs themselves. I said that. All right, gonna put them back. I'm trying to decide how special I'm gonna be. Am I gonna brush this on? Am I gonna just pour it on? You know, Chef C can be extra sometimes. Not everybody has a kitchen set up like mine. I have like every tool you can think of and some that you can't think of. What? Did I lose my wiring? Can you hear me? Hello? 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 So this is our apple butter barbecue sauce. This is the C Chef original.
C5. It's Chef C.
Well, thank you for correcting me, sir. That's a big chunk of apple right there. So you know what's in it. And again, the inspiration came from my apple filling got a little too rambunctious and got away from me. So it became apple butter, and I thought, I'm gonna do apple butter. What's something different? You know, because a lot of people, you know, you can put it in all kinds of sweet stuff. I was like, but what can we do with it that's gonna be different? And I thought, yeah, I'm one of those weird people. I read this book when I was a kid called Pork Chops and Applesauce. You can go look it up. I'm not gonna tell you the story. Not reading Rainbow. Anyway, so ever since then I eat applesauce with my pork chops. Chutney, whatever you want to call it. I made chutney before, and I've done it that way. All right, so you're gonna say this is awful juicy. Yeah, it is. We're not afraid of that. All right, so we brushed it on both sides. We're going to reduce our temperature to 275. Put it back in the oven uncovered. And they're going to fall off the bone perfect then. Then we're going to be ready to eat. Right on? Right on. All right, so here you have your finished product. I did mine as a taco or tortilla, on a tortilla. We are using the Mission, which is a cauliflower tortilla. So it's plant-based. Don't at me. I know that the meat's not plant-based. Come on, y'all.
The meat eggplant.
What?
The meat eggplant.
Oy vey. Anyway, so
the meat was vegetarian.
Oh my God. So you watched you just messed up my whole flow. You watched me make the slaw. You watched me prep the meat and cook the meat off. It takes about 4 hours, y'all. About 4. So be patient with it, and you'll be rewarded. Your finished product, do whatever you want to do with it. I did mine on taco because we're at the South. We're in the South, and it's the Tex-Mex capital. But if you want a traditional Southern barbecue type meal, make you some barbecue baked beans. Have your coleslaw. Have you some whatever, and some cobbler and some sweet tea, and have a day. Come visit us at the cspotfood@gmail.com, THECSPOTFOOD@gmail.com, or the cspotfood.com, which is the website. We'll have the recipes out there for you so that you can make your own version of this. Remember that a recipe is just a guideline. Where you take it is up to you. And always, thank you for coming and cooking with me today. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. We always appreciate having you. Give me a comment. Tell me what you want to cook next. Tell me what you want to see. And always remember, in everything that you do, everything that you eat, everything that you enjoy the journey. We'll talk to you later. Bye.